All right, so we've got a couple of functions, but like I said, none of these functions actually return a variable or anything. They all sort of print something. So let's add a function that returns a value. So we can have define main function 7, for example. And then this function, maybe we take in x, and we want it to, I always forget that bit. We want it to maybe return 5 times x, for example, or 10 times x. Let's run to see if there are any errors. There are no errors, so we can go back and then complete the code. So we're going to call this function and pass some things to it, right? And call the function, pass 4 to it, but straight away we want to see, we just don't want to assign it to a variable. We just want to see what it's returning. So let's print it out, run it, and see what works. 4 times 10 is 40. So it actually returned the value 40 and it printed it out. Let's try something else. I don't know. I just want to try this. Maybe it works. Maybe it doesn't work. X, for example, hopefully we'll print X 10 times. If not, yeah, error there. Didn't pass as a string. We can do it with that later, but 50. Then we go like, did I put 40 instead of 50? 400. So the whole idea is that in this particular case, this value is returned and you can actually pass it to a variable. So let's do this. 50, and then we pass it to my variable. My var is equal to whatever is returned there. So I can print my var and then run it and see what happens. It's just a new variable. Yeah. So you notice that it actually passed the value to my var here on line 36, and then we can manage to print it out. So the only function we've added is just what? 2 lines over there where we actually return the value there. It doesn't matter whether we can actually do this. We can do I equals 10 times x, and then we can return I. And it should have the same effect, okay? So I'll just pause on there for you to just quickly complete your own version of your code.